Well, in this episode, I'll be sharing with you my collecting goals for 2022, a behavior that I've identified in myself that hurt my goals in 2021, and my plans going forward for hobby content. You ready? Well, let's do it. Hello, everyone. Victor, the rookie card specialist, here on YouTube, and welcome. Now, end of the year goal planning is one of my favorite things to do. I feel like it keeps me accountable and focused. Does it mean I won't veer off the road and get lost during the year doing something else? Absolutely not. But it does mean that when I do, I can find my way back to center sooner rather than later. Speaking of veering off the road, in my last video, I did a year-end review, and as I was taking stock of how I did in 2021, I noticed that my set registries suffered the most. I didn't progress as far as I typically do. Now, I quickly realized that card shows were the reasons for that. And 2021 was the resurgence of the card shows in the hobby. But I've realized that it's my behavior at these card shows was really the problem, not necessarily the card shows in and of itself. Now, at heart, I'm a Hall of Fame rookie card collector and PSA slabs. This is at the core of what I enjoy collecting. So here's my behavior when I go to a card show. I walk through the doors, I survey the land, and I begin my route. My first round that I'm looking for are these discounted 2-row slab boxes. Maybe you've seen them. I absolutely love these, and before I look at anything in the display cases, I look for these first. And I do it with a sense of urgency. I move quickly with an intense focus. What am I looking for? Anything that catches my eye, really, but primarily rookie cards of Hall of Famers. They're typically low-valued cards, but my sweet spot is PSA 9s. You're not going to find high-end 10s in these boxes, but as a collector, the lower desired brands in PSA 9s are just fine. I have a ton of fun, but I can quickly go through the budget doing this. Now, it's time to buy a big item inside of a display case, and I find myself falling a little short financially. So for the upcoming year, I plan on switching things up. I'm going to look through the display cases first. I'm going to make my bigger purchases more of a priority. Now, before I go any further, I want to share with you something going on in my personal life. I typically do not share things like this on my YouTube channel, so I'll be quick. For most of my adult life, I've had osteoarthritis in my right hip. Now, in the last couple of years, it's really affected my quality of life. My right hip at the moment is bone on bone, and I'm scheduled for surgery on January 10th, 2022. As far as videos, I may or may not take a couple of weeks off in the middle of the month, but then I'll have plenty of time as I won't be working because I'll be undergoing physical therapy for like the next 6 to 8 weeks after the surgery. But I'm going to tell you, this hip pain is no joke. So I'm really looking forward to getting this done. I'm really inspired to take better care of myself physically as well. And so my attitude is, let's do this. As far as my collecting goes, nothing really changes here. A continuation of the same. My focus is going to be on the Michael Jordan basic set registry. The Kobe Bryant rookie card set registry, I currently have 13 of 16. My Tim Duncan rookie card set registry, I currently have 11 of 18. Of course, my Clemente, I have 11 of 20. The post-war Baseball Hall of Fame rookie card set registry is an open-ended set registry. It's never going to end, but I want to continue working on that. I currently have 48 of the 112 cards in that one. The top 100 cards of the 1980s, this one is perhaps like one of my favorite ones to collect, but I'll be working on this one as well. I currently have 35 of the 100 cards needed in that one. I'm going to be working on my 2000 Fleer Greats of the Game autograph set. I currently have 48 of the 93 cards needed in that one. And let's not forget my 90s insert card collection of Sammy Sosa. Now keep in mind with my set registries, I do not use one card for multiple registries. That's just a personal preference. If multiple set registries need the same card, I'll just buy a second card. Nothing wrong with having dupes. As far as my content creating goals for 2022 is going to continue with a once a week video. I do plan on updating a couple of videos that I created very early on because the recording quality is very poor, but the content in and of itself is very important. So look for those updated videos. Also, I've given this a lot of thought and I have been looking into it for a few months now, but in the very near future in 2022, I have decided to start a podcast. So you're probably thinking, why are you going to start a podcast? And that's a fantastic question, and I'm really glad you asked it. I want to start a podcast because it's the one platform that I'm not utilizing. It's, I feel, the natural progression of things as a content creator. I started with a blog in 2016. I expanded to a YouTube channel in March of 2020. And so now I feel the next logical step should be the podcast. Adding to that, I want to expand my reach and my influence. I have a message that I believe in and that I'm passionate about. And at times I feel there's just too much competition on YouTube. And the sports card niche is too small in the grand scheme of YouTube. Now, I've been studying my YouTube analytics, and it shows that 100% of my viewers are male ages 35 to 55. Also, studying social media trends, it shows that podcasts have been trending upwards, and it's going to continue to trend upwards, especially with men between the ages of 35 and 55. I think people are starting to realize that they can't spend countless hours watching YouTube videos. Life responsibilities are real. There's an imbalance of time, and I know even for me personally, I struggle. I got things I got to get done, and I can't always watch a video, but I can always listen to a podcast. So I think hobby content trends are moving in that direction, so I plan on jumping on this train sooner rather than later. I want to thank each and every one of you who have supported me in 2021. We have more than doubled in the amount of subscribers in the past year. According to the analytics, my strongest data point is in my watch time hours. It shows that when you tune in, you stay tuned in and you see the video all the way through. And I just want to personally thank you for that. Well, I want to leave you with a link to my favorite and perhaps the most important video I made in 2021. The link for it is going to be on this side, and it is the origin story of the rookie card. And on the other side, I want to share with you a video link to the video that I had the most fun producing, the 10 types of sports card enthusiast. Also, please consider subscribing, sharing, or at the very least, tap that like button. And if you made it this far into the video, you, my friend, are a boss. Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year, everybody, and I'll catch you on the next one.